Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. I am the old school game snob, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the results of sort of some unofficial poll questions that I've been conducting over the last couple of weeks. Some interesting questions, getting to know your Diablo 2 community. Let's kick things off. After 2,700 votes, the question, how do you usually like to play Diablo 2 Resurrected? 58% of you answered BattleNet solo, 24% of you answered BattleNet multiplayer, and 17% of Diablo 2 players answered as a single player. So it seems like the majority of people like to play on BattleNet, but solo, maybe sometimes with friends. Alright, the next question I asked was, how actively do you trade in Diablo 2? 53% of you said never at all, which I found actually really interesting and surprising. 22% of people said a little bit, just with friends. 15% of people said sometimes I use trade boards, but not a lot. And only 10% of people said that they trade actively all the time using trade boards. Again, I found that very interesting. I thought it would be more around here, but actually, never was the answer. I don't trade much myself either. I like to find all my own gear, so I totally understand that. Next question, what is your favorite level 85 area to farm? For new players to Diablo 2, level 85 areas are special because they can drop some of the highest, they can drop all of the highest and best loot in the game. Of those choices, 37% of people answered the Chaos Sanctuary. I was actually again surprised by this. I thought it would be Ancient Tunnels, but that actually came in second place. On third place was the Pit at 21% of people, and 8% of people like to farm the World Stone Keep, with only 6% liking to farm the Mausoleum. There are, of course, a few other 85 areas, but I can only put up to 5 poll options in each poll, so I kind of limited it to the ones that I thought would be the most popular. Next question, and this one surprised me too actually, do you prefer Chain Lightning or Lightning? This is a sorceress question. 64% of people said they prefer Chain Lightning, and actually it got a fairly heated debate and conversation. This is after 8,000 votes. The other one was 6,500 votes, and this one up here was 3,500 votes. But point being that the majority of people seem to favor Chain Lightning, and I am actually in that group myself as well. I know that Lightning is a lot more powerful, but Chain Lightning has a lot of functionality in terms of how it can hit. But I'll do maybe a video on that a little bit later. What is your favorite boss to farm? 10,000 of you voted, and 58% of you, the overwhelming majority, said Mephisto. Well, that doesn't surprise me too much. Mephisto is a great farming boss, easy to get to, no loopholes to take down once you find him, and he drops some, all sorts of nice loot. Ondariel was the second favorite, Diablo the third, and Baal the very last. That doesn't surprise me. Baal's a pain in the ass to get to, but he does have, of course, the best loot drop possibilities. Anyway, who do you think is the best Diablo mercenary? After 12,000 votes, 2% of people said the Act 1 rogue rather. 77% the Act said 77% rather said the Act 2 Desert Warrior. No surprise there. 3% of you liked the Iron Wolves, and 3% of you liked the Barbarians. Now you're wondering where the rest of the percentages are. Well, 15% of you voted for Emilio, myself included. Well done. Well done. Good job, everybody. Emilio it is. Fire, Cold, or Lightning Sorceress was the next poll. After 10,000 votes, 10,000 votes, 68% of people said they like the Cold Sorceress. I wonder which build is most favorite. I might have to do a poll on that later. 24% of you liked Lightning, and only 8% of you favored Fire. The next question was Frozen Orb or Blizzard. This one is actually very surprising. This was the closest poll of all by far, 51 to 49%. After 9.7 thousand votes, Frozen Orb takes it by 2%. These are both great spells, of course. They work a little different. They can both be great in slightly different situations. Let's see here. Oh, here's the next question. Do you want an Act 6 for Diablo Resurrected? New content and storyline was a question I posed. 67% of people said yes, they would like to see an Act 6. 17% said no. 7% said yes, but only story and play areas, no new items or that sort of thing. And 8% were undecided. So yeah, I'm kind of right around here. Yes, but only story, play areas, and new items. It would be kind of cool to have new places to farm and explore. But I don't know if rebalancing items and skills like that is a very good idea. Maybe there's a whole conversation there which we won't have right now. Next up, who wants even more space in their Diablo 2 Resurrected inventory? 89% of people said yes. 11% said nah. Okay, well, I'm happy for those people that they're feeling satisfied, but myself, oh man, I actually bought a whole second account just so I could store more inventory. I wonder sometimes if that's Blizzard's plan. Don't give people enough inventory, so they have to buy specific mule accounts. Here was an idea I had, actually. Maybe somebody's had this before, but this just popped into my head. I thought it'd be kind of cool. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Holy Grail quest, it is a quest which involves collecting every unique set item in the game. The quest is completed once you've collected every item in the game. Very few people, I think, have actually ever even accomplished this. So the question was, would you like to see a Holy Grail stash? This would be a stash dedicated to collecting Holy Grail items. It would have something like a progress meter, maybe with slots dedicated for each item, or some such thing. 77% of people said yes, that would be a cool idea. I kind of envision it like a slot specific for each item that you could put your item into, and then you could at least have your copy of everything that you need, and you don't have to fill up your mules full of stuff because you got at least one of everything, and plus you got the Holy Grail quest. So I think that's a cool idea myself. 8% of people didn't like the idea, and 15% were undecided. And that's about it. Actually, that wraps up our poll. This was the first poll I asked. How many of you are excited for Diablo 2 Resurrected launch? That was 2 weeks ago, and we are now 2 weeks into Diablo Resurrected. I am absolutely loving it myself. I hope you are all loving it as well. Please subscribe to the channel. Drop a like if you like this video, and join our Discord in the description area below. Hope to see you all there. All right, catch you in the next one.